Most people fear being alone. They crave constant validation, constant noise, constant company. But the Sigma male thrives in solitude. He understands one simple truth: silence builds strength, isolation sharpens focus, and walking alone, that's where you find who you truly are. See, the average man needs to be led. He needs approval. He seeks crowds to hide his insecurity. But the Sigma male is different. He moves with quiet confidence, not because he's trying to prove anything, but because he knows himself. He doesn't waste energy chasing people or trends. He invested into mastering his mind. That's Stoicism, choosing discipline over distraction, choosing peace over chaos, choosing to respond, not react. When the world tests you, when people ghost you, doubt you, betray you, the Sigma male doesn't fold. He stays still, observes, and continues on his mission, because true power isn't loud, it's silent, it's internal. It's the calm under pressure that makes you unshakable. Most people today are addicted to attention. They're constantly glued to their phones, endlessly scrolling, chasing likes, needing someone to validate their worth. They move in packs because blending in feels safer than standing out. They're terrified of being alone because when you're alone, you're forced to confront your thoughts, your fears, your weaknesses. But the Sigma male is cut from a different cloth. He embraces solitude, not because he hates people, but because he knows that's where he gains the sharpest clarity. Being alone gives him the space to figure out what he truly wants, without the noise of society telling him who to be. Discipline and control over impulses. A Sigma man understands discipline on a level most people never will. He knows that real freedom doesn't come from doing whatever you want. It comes from mastering your urges, because most men today are slaves to cheap dopamine. Porn, junk food, endless scrolling, seeking the next quick thrill. They're pulled by their impulses like puppets on strings. But the Sigma, he cuts the strings. He chooses long-term fulfillment over short-term pleasure. He knows that every time he says no to a distraction, he says yes to his mission. Stoic composure, not controlled by emotion. Another thing that sets the Sigma apart is his stoic nature. He doesn't let external circumstances dictate his internal state. Whether he's being praised or criticized, whether he's winning or taking losses, his mindset remains grounded, because he understands if you're only happy when life is perfect, you'll rarely be happy. If your mood depends on what other people think, you'll never have peace. A Sigma male practices emotional alchemy. He turns pain into lessons, setbacks into fuel. He doesn't complain or blame. He adapts and keeps moving. And that quiet strength, it's intimidating, because people can't manipulate or guilt trip someone who doesn't need their approval. Selective with relationships. You'll notice Sigma males don't have massive social circles. This means he might seem distant or hard to reach, but that's because he's not desperate for company. When he does build bonds, they're based on mutual respect and loyalty, not convenience. Focus on purpose and mission. More than anything, a Sigma is driven by purpose. While most are chasing comfort, he's chasing growth. He wakes up with goals. He's building something, a body, a business, a legacy. He knows he doesn't have time to be everywhere, doing everything with everyone. He understands that your life becomes incredibly simple when you figure out what you're here to do and block out everything that doesn't serve that. True independence, mental, emotional, financial. Being Sigma isn't just about being alone. It's about being self-sufficient. A Sigma male is working toward mental independence, not swayed by popular opinion. Emotional independence, doesn't need constant reassurance. Financial independence, not chained to a boss or a paycheck. because he knows freedom is the ultimate power and he's willing to sacrifice comfort now for sovereignty later. And finally, being Sigma doesn't mean being cold or heartless. It means your cup is so full, your peace so rooted, that you can walk away from anything that threatens it. He can be loving, supportive, and present, but never at the cost of his principles. That's what makes him rare, and that's what makes him respected. So ask yourself, are you living by your own standards or someone else's? Are you wasting energy trying to fit in, or using that energy to become undeniable? Because at the end of the day, the Sigma path isn't for everyone. It's only for those strong enough to walk alone, long enough to find themselves. If you're on this journey, keep going. Your future self is counting on it.